Okay. So Power BI course is divided into 4 different modules. Power BI course contains how many modules? 4. Let's take one new text document. So this contains 4 modules. Power BI course is divided into 4 modules. What are the 4 modules you will have is, the first module is Power Query. You can see here. Company will provide the data. And the first module we have is what? Power Query. Second module is what? Power Pivot. Third module is what? Power View. And fourth module is Power BI Service. These are the 4 modules available in Power BI. Power Query. So I'll come back and I'll tell. Second one is Power Pivot. And third one is Power View. And the last one is Power BI Service. What is the last one? Power BI Service. These are the 4 modules available in Power BI, right? Okay. Here, the work we are going to do in each module is a separate work. The work we are going to do in each module is a different work. See, the work we are going to do in Power Query is a separate kind of work. The work we are going to do in Power Pivot is a separate work. The work we are going to do in Power View is separate and Power BI Service separate. You tell me what you will do in Power Query. Power Query is used to do what? ETL activities. ETL activities. Power Query is used to do ETL. What is the use of Power Pivot? Power Pivot is used to create OLAP database. OLAP database. In Power BI terminology, we are not calling it as OLAP. We are calling it a semantic model. We are calling OLAP database, also call it as what? Semantic model. That is the work you will do. And in Power View, we will create visuals. What is the use of Power View? Create visuals. And all that visuals together is a report. Together we call it as a report. Power View is used to create the visuals report. And lastly, Power BI Service is used to, Power View is used to create report. Power BI Service is used to share the report with the clients. Can I share the report from Power BI Desktop to clients? Means no. Okay. In order to share the report, we need to publish it to a Power BI Service. From there, we need to share with whom? Clients. Power BI Service is used to share reports to whom? Share report to clients. That is the purpose. Here, important point you need to understand is, you treat every module as independent. It's not that uh, after learning Power Query, you need to learn Power Pivot. After learning Power Pivot, you need to learn Power View. After learning Power View, you need to learn Power BI Service. Here, every module is independent. Every module is what? Independent. Every module is independent. Directly, you can go and even start learning which module? Power BI Service. Only thing, if you want to start learning Power BI is, you need to publish a report. You need to know one report was created here. When you move that report to where? Power BI Service, we can learn all the Power BI topics. All the Power BI topics. So here, every module is independent. There is no dependency. You can directly go and start Power Pivot also. In order to start Power Pivot, only thing you need to do is you need to load some tables. In order to start Power Pivot work, what you need to load? Tables. If you have the tables in the Power Pivot, you can start learning all the Power Pivot work. In the same way, you can directly go and start working in Power View also. If you want to start working in the Power View, only thing you require is, in Power Pivot, you need to have some tables. In Power Pivot, you need to have what? Tables. If you have some tables in the Power Pivot, I can use the tables in the Power Pivot. Whatever the tables are there in the Power Pivot, I can use the tables in Power View. I can create what? Visuals. See, do you want to know all the ETL concepts? Then only we can start Power View. Means no, it's not the case. If you load some tables to Power Pivot, the tables I can use in Power View, I can start creating what? Visuals. what I'm trying to tell here is every module here is independent. You can start learning any module. You can start learning Power Query, or you can go to Power Pivot. You can start learning what is Power Pivot, and you can go to Power View directly and you can start learning Power View, or directly you can go to Power BI Service, start learning Power BI Service. Each module is independent here. Again, I'm repeating. In order to start working in Power View, what you required in the Power Pivot? Tables. If you know how to bring some tables to the Power Pivot, the tables I can use in Power View and I can start creating what? Visuals. It is not that you need to know all the ETL concepts. It's not that you need to know all the Power Pivot concept. Then only we can start Power View. Strictly wrong. Only thing you need to know is how to bring some tables to Power Pivot. Once you bring the tables to Power Pivot, you can use the tables in where? Power View, and I can start creating what? Visuals, guys. I can start creating the visuals. So out of these 4 modules, tell me guys, which module do you think easy? We written Power BI courses divided into 4 modules and what work they are going to do, right? You guess, as per the knowledge you have, which module do you think easy out of these 4 modules?
Power BI service.
Power View is easy, guys. Which one is easy?
Power BI service.
Power View is easy. In Power View, you will have some tables here. The tables you will use it and you'll create what? Visuals. Just drag and drop. Just drag and drop. You will create the visuals. The most easiest topic among all these topics is what? Power View. So what is the difficult topic do you think out of these 4 modules? Out of these 4 modules, what might be the difficult one? Power Pivot. Only difficult module here, somewhat difficult is what? Power Pivot. So I'll tell you the roadmap for you guys who join now. First, what is the roadmap? How I'll complete this Power BI course, I'll tell you. First, for you people, I'll start with Power View. Which module? Power View. After Power View, in Power View, I'll make you to learn how to create what? Visuals are reports. After learning Power View, you will learn Power BI Service. Which one? Power BI Service. After learning Power BI Service, you will learn Power Query. After learning Power Query, you will learn Power Pivot. The people who just started. So first you will learn what? Power View. Then you will learn about what? Power BI Service, then Power Query, then Power Pivot. Once you are done with all these 4 modules, I'll tell you how to use this all 4 modules together and how to do the project. I'll tell you how to do the project. So what is the order I said? First, I'll teach which one? Power View. Second, I'll teach what? Power BI Service. And third module I will teach is what here? Power Query. And fourth module we will teach is Power Pivot. Once you are done with above 4 modules, using that 4 modules, how to do the project you will learn. Using above 4 modules, we will do the project. So here you can parallelly learn them. In one batch you can learn Power Query, in another batch you can learn Power Pivot, in another batch you can learn Power View, and another batch you can go and learn Power BI Service also. There is no sequence. You can learn each module separately, and then you can use all the 4 modules to do what? Project. Okay. Now, so even if you want to complete the course in a month also, you can complete it. How can you complete the course? People who just join, you can complete the course in 1 month also. How you people can complete the course in 1 month is, you will learn Power View and Power BI Service at what time? 8 p.m. every day. If you want to complete these 2 modules in other batch, we will share that. Every Sunday, I'll share one mail here. How the mail, what is the mail you'll get every Sunday is the mail with the name called new module start dates. Every Sunday, you'll get a new mail with the name called what? New module start dates. So this mail is only for the which persons is for those who are planning to complete what? Power BI course early by attending what? Multiple parallel batches. We can get the schedules like this. I will tell you module name, what date it will start, what time it will start. Module name, what date, what time. So I said that directly you can go and join Power BI Service class also. Let's say tomorrow At morning, let's say, just imagine tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I'm going to start Power BI service. You can happily go and join that Power BI service 9 a.m. batch. You can understand all the Power BI service concepts. There is no dependency. If you know all Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, then only we need to start Power BI service means no. You can directly start what? Power BI service also. So if you have 2 months of time, you no need to attend other batches. Every day you will join this batch only. If you have how
Sir,
much time?
Sir, this is a
2
batch
months
number
of time.
three. Sorry, sir.
Just a second. I'll
This is a
take the
batch.
questions. Just a second. Just a second. If you have 2 months of time, you can start. You can attend every day 8 p.m. to what? 9 p.m. First 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, you will learn Power View, then Power BI service, then Power Query, and then Power Pivot, and you will do what? Project. How much time it will roughly take if you attend only every day 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.? 2 months it will take. For some reasons, if you want to complete the course in a month, you guys can attend Power View and Power BI service in the current batch, Power Query and Power Pivot in other batches. How you will came to know where these 2 modules will start? You will came to know by using this mail. Sunday will get the mail, right? That mail. So meeting link is same. All the classes meeting link is same, guys. Okay. So for you batch, I said that first we are going to start what? Power View. I said that to start Power View, if you want to start learning Power View, what you need in Power Pivot, you need some tables. You need what? If you have some tables in the Power Pivot, the tables I can use in Power View, I can start creating the visuals. Okay. So before I start Power View, okay, I given some basic clarity that each module is independent. You can start learning any module. I just tell you the roadmap, how I'll complete the modules for your batch. This is the order. Now let's start with the Power View class. Someone is trying to ask some question. Yes, please go with your question. Someone is asking some question.
Yes, sir. I was asking that. This is a batch number 330, na, sir?
Yes, for you, Power View only, right?
Yes, yes.
Power
yes,
View
yes.
only, right?
Mhm.
Just yes, Power View. Right. Let's start with what?
Power View.
Power View.
Okay, sir.
So today's class is class number 1 in where? Power View. Class number 1 in the Power View. Class number 1. So what I'm going to discuss in the class 1 is agenda for today's classes. First, I'll just copy paste the agenda for today's class. Notepad. Go to Power View. These are the topics I want to discuss as part of class 1. So first we'll discuss about what Power View, introduction. Then we will talk about what? Power BI desktop user interface. And then we'll talk about a topic called visual interactions. Topic called what? Visual interactions. These are the topics I'll discuss in class 1 in the Power View. Okay. To discuss Power View, so if you want to start learning Power View, first you need to open which software? Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop contains what? Power View. Go and open Power BI desktop first. Once you open Power BI desktop, so Power View, first when you open Power BI desktop, you'll get an option called blank report. Which one? Blank report. When I click on blank report, it successfully open Power BI desktop. From today, you are planning to start learning which module? Power View. You guys tell me where Power View is available is in the report view. Report view is what? Power View. Currently, I'm in the report view. So when you are in the report view, can I create the visuals now? Okay. So you are in Power View and you are trying to create what? Visuals. Now, can I create any visuals? Now I am in the report view. Can I start creating the visuals here now? No, now it is not possible. Why you cannot create visuals now? In order to create the visuals, you need to have tables in where? Power Pivot. If you have tables in the Power Pivot, I can use the tables in Power View, then only I can create the visuals. Now, when I go to model view, do you have any tables here? No, you don't have any tables here. You don't have any tables here. Tables are not available. Without the tables, you cannot go to Power View, you cannot create. What is the message you are seeing here? Add data to your report. Previously, what is the message you see here? This is not the message you will see. If you have the tables, you will see a different message here. What is the message you will see is build visuals with data. Build visuals with data. See, Try to understand. If you have the tables in the Power Pivot, this is the message you will get. If you don't have tables in the Power Pivot, what you will see? Add data to your report. So I said that already. I said, in order to start Power View, we need to add tables to Power Pivot. Now, okay, this is my Power Pivot. I need to bring some tables here. How many ways are there to bring the tables to Power Pivot? Is 2 ways are there. How many ways? 2 ways. Let me tell you guys. We can bring the tables to Power Pivot in 2 ways. We can bring tables to Power Pivot in how many ways? Is 2 ways. Power Pivot in how many ways? 2 ways. What are the 2 ways we can bring is? One way, go to Power Query. Click on what? Transform data. Use which option? New source. Using the new source, we can bring the tables first to Power Query. In the Power Query, you can transform the tables, and using close and apply, you can load the tables to where? Power Pivot. That is one way. One way you can bring the tables is go to Power Query and use an option called what? New source. That is not only the way we have to bring the tables. I'm closing the Power Query now. So we have other ways also. When you are in the model view, you are in which software? Power Pivot. Which software? Directly from Power Pivot also, you can bring the tables using what? Get data. Get data option also can help us to bring the tables. You will see the difference, guys, quickly. When you are in the report table view also, you will see get data. Using the get data. When you are in table view, you are in which software? Power Pivot. Table view is also related to what? Power Pivot. You will see get data. When you are in the report view, you are in which software? Report view means Power View. Here also you'll see what? Get data option. So what we understand is, so we can bring the tables to Power Pivot in 2 ways. One is from using Power Query. Second one is directly from Power Pivot or from Power View also. You can bring the tables using an option called what? Get data. Let's quickly understand what is the difference. Power Query and when to go with get data. Within 2-3 minutes, I'll tell you when to use new source to bring the tables, when to use what? Get data. Both new source and get data are used for what purpose? Bring tables to a Power Pivot so that you can use the tables to create what? Visuals, right? Okay. Now, so first let's understand new source. Go to transform data, go to where? Power Query, click on what? New source. When I click on new source, here you will see all the data sources to bring the tables, right? Let's say I want to bring some tables from Excel, guys. Click on what? Excel. Let's say I'll bring the tables this time from one Excel file called what? Financial sample Excel. Select the Excel and click on what? Open. When I click on open, using new source, you connect it to Excel and you open that Excel. When you open the Excel, you'll see the list of tables. You go and select what table you want. When I select the table here, you'll see 2 options. One is OK. Second one is cancel. These are important here. When I go with new source, you will see 2 options. First one is OK. Second one is what? Cancel. When I click on cancel, what happens is connection to the Excel will lost. What happens? When I click on cancel, if I go here, do you have the connection to that Excel? How to re-establish the connection? New source, Excel, financial sample, click on open again, and then select financial table. Next option is what? Okay. When I press OK, the table will get into where? Power Query. So what we see is when I press OK, selected tables will get into Power Query. Selected tables will get into where? Power Query. When I click on cancel, what happens? Connection to the data source will lost. Connection to data source will lost. Okay, that's fine. Now, once you got the table, you can see the data in the table. If required, we can transform the data. And just imagine the table have proper data. So it's not, is it mandatory that every table require transformations? No, some tables will have what? Proper data. When you have proper data, directly we can load the tables using what? Using what? Close and apply. When I click on close and apply, the table will be loaded into where? Power Pivot. When I go to model view, now how many tables you can see in the Power Pivot now? Only one table. What is that? Financial table. Now you go here. Is the message changes now? Build visuals with your data. Now data is there in one table. I can use this table, I can build the visuals. Previously, it shows what? Add data to your report. It show what? Add data to your report. So this is not only the way to bring the table. Now I bought this table using an option called what? New source. That is not only the way to bring the tables. We can even add the tables to using what? Get data. So see now what is the difference you will see is now I want to bring some more tables here. I want to bring here some more tables from another Excel file. From where? Another Excel file. To bring some more tables from another Excel file, this time I'm not going one way to bring some more tables to Power Pivot is again go to where? Power Query, use what? New source. Not only where. You can even bring the tables using what? Get data. Click on get data. From where I need to bring, here also you'll see same connectors. What you will see in the new source, get data also you'll see same thing. Click on what? Excel. Let's say I want to bring some tables from sample superstore Excel. Click on what? Open. When I open that Excel, I can see the list of tables available in the Excel. I select orders table, people's table, and what? Returns table. So when you select the table, this time I select the table using get data and look at the options. Load, transform data, cancel. So when I go with new source, you'll see only OK, cancel. What you'll see? OK, cancel. But when you go with get data, you don't see OK, cancel. You'll see what? Load, transform data, cancel. Let me quickly explain what is this options. When you select any orders table, you can see the orders table data. I select the orders table, I can see orders table data here. I notice that orders table have proper data. When I go to people's table don't have proper column headers. That means people table required what? Transformations. When I go to returns table also don't have proper data. This also required what? Transform. Few of the tables here, they don't have proper data. So you need to click on what? Transform data. Now currently I'm in the model view. I'm using get data. Model view means you are in which place now? Power Pivot. You are in what? Power Pivot. Now from Power Pivot, I need to go back to Power Query. Why I need to go back to Power Query? Few of the tables don't have proper data. When I click on transform data, it will take me back to where? Power Query. When I click on transform data, I'm coming back to where? Power Query. What you can do in Power Query is go to the table where we don't have proper data, transform it. And go to the returns table, click on use first choice item. Now now I have tables, all the tables proper data. Now I can click on what? Close and apply. So one more thing is, I want to bring some more tables from another Excel here. Okay, we got some 4 tables now. I still want to bring some more tables from another Excel. I will use what again? Get data, this time Excel, and this time EMP, DEPT Excel. Click on what? Open. Once I click on open, you can see the list of tables here. Select EMP table, DEPT table, and what? Manager table. Now select each table and see the data. EMP table have proper data. DEPT table also have proper data. Manager table also have proper data. When all the 3 tables have proper data, what I selected, I can directly click on what? Load. When I click on load, directly tables will load into Power Pivot. It will bypass Power Query. It will bypass what? So when you need to go to Power Query, now I am in Power Pivot case. Model view means you are in where? Power Pivot. In Power Pivot, you are using what? Get data. And you selected how many tables? 3 tables. All the 3 tables have what? Proper data. Now I can directly load the 3 tables into where? Power Pivot. Without going to Power Query, you can load the tables to Power Pivot when you go to what? Get data. So that means you are bypassing which software? Bypass Power Query. When you need to bypass Power Query, all the tables have proper data. Sometimes when your company provide the data in the databases, the tables will have proper data. Directly I can load the tables to where? Power Pivot by bypassing what? Power Query. See here, when I go with get data, I see 3 options. What are the 3 options we see? So first one you see load. Okay, first one, load. Second one, transform data. Third one, cancel. Here and there, cancel will do the same work. What cancel will do? Connection to the data source will lost. What load will do? Tables will load into Power Pivot, and what it is doing? Bypass Power Query. Bypass Power Query. What transform data will do? Tables will open in Power Query. When I click on transform data, tables will open in where? Power Query. So now you guys tell me, I selected 3 tables. I noticed all the 3 tables have proper data. I need to click on load or transform data. Load. When I click on load, the 3 tables will directly loading into what? PowerPoint. Now I'll tell you a simple requirement. You tell me you will prefer new source or get data. So now you understand what new source is having, what get data is having, right? I'll tell you a requirement. For that requirement, you need to choose whether you will go for new source or whether you will go for get data. Requirement is, I have a SQL server. SQL server, my company is storing the business data in where? SQL server. SQL server have some tables. All tables have proper data. I need to bring the tables to Power Pivot. I need to use the tables to create the visuals. Now you tell me, you'll bring these tables. All the tables have proper data, I'm telling. You'll bring the tables using Power Query new source, or you'll bring the tables using Power Pivot get data.
Power Pivot.
You'll bring the tables using what? Power
Power
Pivot get data. When you bring the tables using Power Pivot get data, so directly you can load the tables from SQL Server to where? Power Pivot, so that you can bypass what? Power Query. Okay. So now take an example. I have Excel. Excel have some tables. The tables require transformation. What the tables required? Transformation. Now you will bring these tables using get data or new source. New source. Go to Power Query.
Power Query.
Bring the tables using new source. Transform the data and load the tables to where? Power Pivot. Okay. So simple, guys. If you think that data is in the proper format in the database, you can directly load the tables to Power Pivot using get data. If you think that tables require transformation, we'll bring it using new source. Okay, we got an idea. So to discuss all the Power View classes, I'll bring the data to Power Pivot using get data only. Using what? Get data. In Power View required clean data. Power View required what? Clean data to create the visuals. Now, I'll directly load the data to Power Pivot and I'll use the data in where? Power View to create what? Visuals. If you want to directly load the data into Power Pivot, you will use what option? Get data. For all the Power View classes, how I will load the tables to Power Pivot? Using get data only. So now in Power Pivot, you have some 7 tables, guys. When you have 7 tables, the tables, when you load the tables, you'll get relationships also. Now, can I use these 7 tables and start creating the visuals? Yes, we can start. Yes, we can start creating the visuals. You have the tables. We can start creating what? Okay, that relations are sufficient. If you want, I can give it. So I can go and start creating what? Visuals. You have some tables, you can start creating the visuals. Now let's start in Power View. Let's start the Power View classes now. So just whatever I given in the last 30 minutes will help you to start working with Power View directly. Okay. Now I'll tell you, explain how the Power View will work now. So first I said that we'll discuss about what? Power View introduction. So first point we need to tell about Power View is a software which is used to create visuals. So if someone asks you, tell me what is Power View, you can tell that Power View is a what? Software which is used to create what? Visuals, which is used to create visuals. All the visuals we can call it as what I said? Report. Right. Now we know that in Power Pivot data is in the tables. If client want to understand the tables, we need to present the data in the visual format, which can do that. So Power View. Where you will create the visuals is you will create the visuals in the report view. Where? When I go to report view, you'll get this white space. We call this white space as what? Report canvas. Report canvas is the place where you will build what? Visuals with the data. Now data is there in 7 tables. I can use these 7 tables and I can create the visuals, right? That point. Report view or report canvas is the place where report canvas is the place where we will create visuals. We will create visuals. This is the basic introduction about Power View. Now, okay, we'll understand more about Power View. Next 2-3 weeks, we'll talk about Power View only. This is the basic introduction. So once we understand about introduction to Power View, what is the next one we will understand? Power BI Desktop user interface. So now this complete one we call it as Power BI Desktop. This complete one we call it as Power BI Desktop user interface. We call it as what? This Power BI Desktop user interface contains multiple sections, guys. What are the sections it contains is? First, we'll try to understand data pane. What is the first section we'll understand? Data pane. What is the second section we'll understand? Visualization pane. We call it as visualization pane. What is the third section we'll understand? Filters pane. What is this pane name? Filter strain. What is the fourth section we'll understand is ribbon. We call this as what? Ribbon. What is the fifth? This is the fourth section we'll talk about. What is the fifth section we'll talk about is multiple views. What is that? Multiple views. There are report view, table view, model view, DAX query view. How many different views are there? 4 views. We'll learn them. And sixth section we'll talk about is report canvas. What is that? Report. And the seventh section we'll talk about is pages section. What is this? Pages section. Power BI desktop user interface contains how many sections totally? 7 sections. We'll try to understand the terminology first. When you go to any particular place, first you will learn in that place which thing is available where. So here also now you are trying to learn where, what this particular area we call it as. We'll learn one by one. First, in the Power BI desktop user interface, as I said, first we are going to start understanding about which pen? Data pen. What is the first one we'll understand? Data pen. What the data pen will contains is, data pen will contains the list of tables we loaded into PowerPoint. List of tables we loaded into what? PowerPoint. Now, how many tables I loaded into PowerPoint? 7 tables. That 7 tables I can see in where? Data pen. And in the data pen, you can see the tables in alphabetical order. You can see tables in what? Alphabetical order. So you can see the names. They are in alphabetical order or not? Yes, sir. For easy searching purpose, the tables will be in alphabetical order. Not only table names will be in the alphabetical order. If you go to the table view, when I go to the orders table, what is the column you have? Row ID, order date. What is the first column? In the orders table, row ID is the first column, order ID is the second column, order date. When I'm in the table view, we will see table order. Which one? Table order. But when I go to report view, when I go to orders table, what is the first column you have? Category. Do you have row ID here? No. Why you have category? Again, columns also sorting in what? Alphabetical order. Why in the data pane, tables are sorted in alphabetical order, columns are sorted in alphabetical order is for easy searching purpose. What purpose? So let's say my client is asking to create a visual and asking to show quantity. Which one? Quantity. Now I can go to orders table. I can search the quantity. I can directly go to PQ and I can search for quantity. So generally in the real time, you load 20 tables also. Out of 20 tables to search any tables, when they're in alphabetical order, I can search it easily. So we not only can search by going like this, we even use what? Search bar also. Let's say I want to create a card visual where I need to show the quantity. Rather than going to each table and looking where quantity is there, I can type what? Quantity. It will directly show in which table quantity is available. Which table? Orders table. I can just type quantity. I can just go and drag that quantity to here. Is it showing quantity now? So you can even use search bar also, right? Few points about data pen. What data pen will contains? Data pen will contains list of tables we loaded into PowerPoint. Data pen contains list of tables loaded into PowerPoint. Okay. And what we understand is into Power Pivot, guys. So all the tables and columns will be sorted in alphabetical order for easy accessing purpose. Okay, that's leave it about it. Next one is what? Visualization pane. So whatever the visuals you have in here, we call them as default visuals. Which one? Power BI have 2 types of visuals. One is default visuals. Second one is custom visuals. Second one is what? Custom visuals. When I go to 3 dots, click on what? Get more visuals. When I go to this page, you will have hundreds of visuals here. Whatever the visuals you have in this page, we call them as custom visuals. We call them as what? Custom visuals. Whatever the visuals you are seeing here, we call them as what? Default. Around 30 visuals are what visuals here? Default. So mostly we will use this 30 visuals to present the data in which format? Graphical format. If you still want to present the data in more visuals, we can bring it and we can use it. You can go to get more visuals. If you want to use any visual, let's say radar chart I need to use. Click on the radar chart. When I click on the radar chart, you will have in the left-hand side, get it now. What you will have? Add or get it now. When I click on add, that visual will add here. Does that visual added here? Now I can start using what? Radar chart. Okay. So however I use this visual, okay, you don't bother. So what the visualization pen? Second section is what? Visualization pen. What visualization pane will contains, I said, is visualization pane will contains default visuals. Visualization pane will contains what? Contains default visuals, which we mostly used in Power BI. Contains default visuals, which we mostly used in where? Power BI. So Power BI mostly we will use deep. Microsoft also recommend to use only default visuals. They are not recommending to use this custom visuals. So why? Because this custom visuals will give less performance than what? Default visuals. If unless and until your client is not satisfied with the default visuals, then only we need to go and use what? Custom visuals. 99.9% we don't go. We'll fulfill with what? Default visuals. We will learn them, guys. In the coming class, we'll know. Next one is what? Filters pane. The third section we have is after visualization pane. We understand what is visualization pane. Third section we have is filters pane. Which one? Filters pane. What is the use of filters pane is? Filters pane is used to show the subset of data in the visuals. Take an example. Currently in the orders table, when I go to region column, how many regions are there in the region column? 4 regions. What are the 4 regions you have is central, east, south, west. When I go to the sales column, you have 4 region sales values. Now when I go and take one card visual, and the report view, I'm taking one card visual. I'm going to which table? Orders. I'm going to drag what? Sales. You guys tell me, here it is showing the sales for 4 regions or 1 region? 4 regions. Whatever the data is there in the table, all the data will show in where? Visual. Sometimes client will like to see here, not complete data. They will like to see subset of data. What data? So now client is telling that I don't want to see 4 region sales here. Instead of 4 regions, I want to see only what? Central sales. Only how to show only central sales here is by using what? Filters. There is a filters pane. You need to know how to use this filters pane. Then only you can show what? Central sales. What is the use of filters pane is? Filters pane is used to show subset of data in the visuals. Filters pane is used to show what? Subset of data in the visuals. Subset of data in where? Visuals. Whenever we need to show subset of data in the visuals, I'll use a one called what? Filters pane. So don't worry. Only this filters pane, we'll learn 2 hours of time. How much time? This visualization pane, you'll learn around 7-8 hours of time. How much time? 7-8 hours we'll talk only about what? Visualizations. 2 hours we'll talk about what? Filters. But for now, you are just trying to understand high-level terminology. Okay. Now, if you want to show only central data, I need to go to filters on the visual. I need to drag the region. I need to select which region? Central. Now, tell me this region, this visual is showing 4 regions or central? It is showing only central sales, guys. Like this, whenever we need to show subset of data in the visuals, we can use the filters pane. Once after the filters pane, next one is what? Ribbon. The top one, what you see here is, we call it as a ribbon. And ribbon can have multiple tabs, guys, like home tab, insert tab, modeling, view, optimize, help. Each one we call it as a tab. And these tabs, now you are seeing 6 tabs. We not only have that 6 tabs, you have more tabs also. Go and see, when you select any table, you'll see another tab called what? Table tools. When you select any column, you'll see one more tab called what? Column tools. When you select the visuals, see guys, when you select the visual, you'll see 2 more tabs. See, when you don't select anything, you are seeing only 6 tabs, right? As soon as I select the visual, format type and data drill tab. When you select the table, table tools tab. When I select the column tools tab. Like this, lot of tabs are there. Okay, don't worry, we'll talk about each tab. And the tab will have generally groups, guys. If you go to any tab here, we'll have groups. We call this as which group? Calculations. This one, calendar, page refresh, parameter, security, Q&A. Like this, we'll have groups. And each group will have GUI options. This manage roles, we call it as what? GUI option. View as we call it as what? GUI option. So Power BI Desktop contains 4th section we want to discuss here is what? Ribbon. Power BI Desktop ribbon or ribbon. It contains what we said that ribbon contains which one? Ribbon contains multiple tabs. Contains multiple tabs. And each tab contains what? Multiple groups. Multiple groups. And each group contains what? GUI options. Each group contains what? Group contains GUI options. GUI options. So we use these GUI options to complete the development of the report. We use the GUI options. Power BI developer will use GUI options for what purpose? We use GUI options to complete the development of the reports. GUI options to complete the development of the report, guys. Development of the report. So, okay, by end of the Power BI course, you will understand almost every GUI option. What is the purpose of this new visual calculation? What is the purpose of new measure? What is the purpose of quick measure? What is the purpose of publish? Almost every option you will learn by end of the Power BI course when you are done with 4 modules. So we don't want to separately learn them. So you'll learn slowly. Okay, we got an idea about what ribbon is. Once after the ribbon, next one in the left hand side, what you have is what we call this left hand side one. Multiple views section. Fifth one is multiple views. How many views are available? 4. What are the 4 views? Tell me the order. First one, report view. First one is report view. Second one, table or data? Table view. Third one, model view. Fourth one, DAX query view. DAX query view. In the report view, you can create what? Visuals. In the table view, what you will do? We will create new information. Yes, we'll create new information in the table view. What you will do in model view? Data modeling or relationships. We'll do data modeling or we will establish the relationship. What we will do with DAX query view, I'll discuss when I start Power BI service classes, guys. So so generally DAX query view will use when you are in where? Power BI service. So DAX query view, I'll discuss in the later classes. What is the purpose of this DAX query view? Later classes means when I start discussing about which module, Power BI service, you will get it. Okay, these are the multiple views. Okay, once after the multiple views, next one, what is the next section I would like to discuss here? Report canvas. This white space name is what? Report canvas. What is the 6th section we have is report canvas. What is the use of report canvas? Report canvas is the place where we'll create the visuals. Report canvas is the place where we will develop visuals or build visuals. We will build visuals. Okay. Or report canvas is the place where we will start building the visuals. You will understand. Next one is what? Pages. So when you are developing a report, you are in the page 1. When you add couple of visuals in the page 1, generally some visuals here required more space. Some visuals here required less space. Based on the type of visuals we are using, in the page roughly will keep 5 to 10 visuals. How many visuals? 5 to sometimes you will keep only 5 visuals also because that visuals required more space. When the visuals require less space, you might keep what? 10 visuals also. Just imagine in the page 1 you added some visuals and complete space got filled. Then you need to go and create a new page here. You need to create what? New page. To create the new page, we need to go to this particular area. We call this as pages section. We need to click on what? Plus. When I click on plus, does it add a new page? So in the pages section, we can add the pages easily. We not only can add the pages, when I right click on it, you'll see other options also. Duplicate, rename, delete, hide, and move the pages. We'll talk about them. What is each option? And what is the next section you have is pages section. Which one? Pages. What is the use of pages section is? Pages section is used to add pages. Pages section is used to add, comma, rename. What are the options you see there? How to add one new page to this report? Whatever you are going to create in the Power BI desktop, we generally call it as a report case. If you want to add a new page, you need to click on which one? Plus. We not only can add the pages, when you right click, there are other options like what? Duplicate, rename. When you right click, you will find some options. Duplicate, rename, delete, hide. Right that point. So we can rename, we can duplicate the page, or we can hide the page, or we can delete the page and move the pages. We will learn everything. When in what scenarios you will duplicate the page, what scenarios you will hide the page. All this I'll discuss in the coming classes. That is about what? Pages section. Now we understand in the last few minutes which one? Power BI Desktop, user interface. Power BI Desktop, user interface. Now we'll go and talk about a topic. So whatever I discussed last 40 to 50 minutes, completely theoretical. Now we will go and start practicals. What will start? Practicals. What is the first practical topic in Power View? What is the first practical topic we are going to start discussing is a topic with the name called what? Visual interactions. These are the points related to visual interactions. Let's start the first practical topic. One of the most important topic. Concentrate, guys. Okay, I want to explain in Power View, there is a topic with the name called visual interactions. What is the purpose of that visual interactions? I need to explain. To explain the visual interactions, what I'll do is I'll go to page 1, where I am now currently. Page 1. I'll create couple of visuals here. What I'll create? Couple of visuals. So when you, I need to explain visual interactions, to explain a topic called visual interactions, first I need to create some visuals. I need to create what? Visuals. You people blindly create the visuals. What I'm going to create here? First, I'm going to take one card visual. Just create the visuals what I'm creating. In the card visual, I'll go and drag the sales. What is the visual I added first? Card visual. And in the card visual, I would like to show what? Sales. When I drag the sales, I'm seeing the sales. Let me reduce this number size, guys. Go to format, go to callout value. Let's make it 20. You guys tell me, you are seeing the sales, right? How many region sales you are seeing now? 4 regions. Add one border. Go to format, general, affects the visual border. Okay, this is the first information my client asked me to show. The next information my client asked me to show is create a visual to show profit. Which one? Profit. Take another card visual. In the second card visual, go and drag which column? Profit. Which one? Profit. I need to format this profit visual also exactly like the sales visual. Select the sales visual, click on what? Format painter, paste it. You are showing the profit. How many regions profit you are showing here? Again, you are showing 4 regions profit. Okay, when they ask me to show sales, I am able to show it. Profit, I'm able to show it. Next information client is asking to show is create a visual to show category-wise sales. What they're asking to show? Category-wise sales. To show category-wise sales, I can take another visual. I'm taking which visual this time is? I'm going to take a pie chart. Which one? Pie chart. I'll keep it here and I'll try to show category-wise sales. In the pie chart, what I'll show? Category-wise sales. You take the pie chart, go and drag which column? Category, go and drag what? Sales. I would like to do some basic changes in the visual. I need to stop the legend. I need to change the label style. How to stop this legend? Go to format, legend, stop it. And I need to change this label style. To change the label style, detail label, you want to change what? Category, comma, data value. And I want to add one border. Go to general, effects, add what? Visual border and choose the color. Now, are we able to show category-wise sales here? Yes, we are able to show each category what is the sales. Technology, how much sales, furniture, how much sales, office supplies. The next visual client is asking is create a visual to show region-wise sales. What is the visual? Region-wise sales. To show region-wise sales, I'm taking which visual? Donut chart. See, just create some basic visuals. Using that basic visuals, I'll explain about our topic called what? Visual interactions. These visuals are simple to create. Just blindly follow the steps what I'm doing. In this visual, what I would like to show is I want to show region and sales. Drag the region column and what? Sales column. Drag the region column. Drag the sales column. Copy the format painter. Paste it. Are we able to show region-wise sales now? Yes, guys. And lastly, I'll create one more visual here. A tree map visual. Which visual? I'm taking, sorry guys, Control Z. I want to add a new visual. Control Z will work, guys. I want to add a new visual, tree map. Take the tree map visual. In the tree map visual, I would like to show subcategory wise sales. What I would like to show? Subcategory wise sales. So go and drag what column here? Subcategory, go and drag what? Sales. So now you are seeing the subcategory names. I want to see sales value also here. How to get the sales value? Go to format. Data labels on. Now you are seeing subcategory names and what? Sales. Go to general, effects, add the visual border. Okay. So I'm in the page 1. How many visuals I created in the page 1? 5 visuals. 5 visuals. These 5 visuals I created to explain a topic called what? Visual interactions, right? Let's start understanding visual interactions. Now, my client is telling that, okay, I can understand 4 region sales and 4 regions profit. Now, my client is telling that I want to see what is the sales for central region, what is the profit for central region. What client want to see? Now you are showing what here? 4 regions, sales and profit. After they understand 4 region, what is the sales value, what is the profit value, he need to understand in a detailed way now. They want to see sales and profit for only what now? Central. Take an example. I am this institute owner. As an institute owner, first I need to know all the courses together, how many students get registered. All courses together, how many students get registered, I need to see. After I understand all the courses together, what is the count of students, then I want to see what? Each course wise, I want to understand. Let's say all the courses together, when 100 students are registered, then I want to understand out of 100, Power BI, how many people? So out of 100, SQL Server, how many people? Then I want to understand course wise. Here also same story. Client understand overall sales and what? Profit. After overall sales and profit, now he want to understand only for which region? Central sales. So to show only central sales and profit, what you need to do is you need to take one card visual. You need to drag which one? Sales. In the card visual, when you drag the sales, is it showing central sales or 4 region sales? But client want to see what here? Central. What you need to apply then? Filters. Go to the filters, go drag which column? Region, and select which region? Central. When I click on central, now you are seeing which region sales here? Only central. So after central sales, I am creating another card visual. I'm going to drag the profit. When I drag the profit, how many regions profit you are seeing now? Again, 4 regions. But they want to see what here? Central. Again, I need to do what? Filters. Drag which column? Region. Select which filter? Central. When I go and click on central, now I'm seeing here central sales and what? Central profit. After showing central sales and central profit, my client is asking to create 2 more card visuals where they're asking to show sales and profit. Sales and profit. This time for East. Not for central. This time for what? East. Again, you need to create 2 more visuals. You need to apply what? Filters. Generally, developer no need to do all this. If developer know, there is a concept called what? Visual interactions. There is a concept called what? Visual interactions. So he, in this particular place itself, now currently you are seeing how many regions here? 4 regions. Here itself, we can see central region sales, central region profit. You no need to go and create additional visuals, and you no need to filter the data. So how to see here itself? So using is, you no need to write any filters. Go to the visual where we have region column. Go to the visual where we have region column. Region column is available in this visual, right? So in that visual, what data you are planning to see now here? First, central. What data? Central. Go and click on what here? Central. When I just click on the central area, this numbers will change. Is it changing? See, 501K, 39K. Sales is 501K. Profit is what? 39K. For which region it is? Central. See these numbers. Here you created the visuals. You filtered it, right? Same numbers you are seeing here or not? To get the same numbers, do I want to create separate visuals and filter it? No need. You need to tell your client, after seeing the 4 regions, if you would like to see central, you need to tell, go and click on what? Central. When I click on central, they are seeing, now client want to see east data. When they want to see east data, go and click on what? East. Is it showing different numbers? Yes. Does it apply the filter? Yes, it got applied a filter called what? East filter. Now how many categories we are selling? 3. Technology, furniture, office supplies. So how many categories sales and profit is? All 3 categories. All 3 categories. Now my client want to see technology sales and technology profit. They don't want to see 3 categories. They want to see technology sales and technology profit. Do you want to create new visuals and do you want to filter it? No need. You need to go and click on what? Technology. When I click on technology, is this numbers changing now? Previously, what is the profit number you have? 286. For how many categories? 3 categories. When I go and click on technology, it is showing what? Only technology. So technology related data it is showing. Okay. So like this, when you select one data point in the visual, other visuals will filter the data. Take an example. Technology is doing how much sales totally? 836K. How many regions? 4 regions. When I go and click on central, it is showing what? Previously, 836K technology sales. For how many regions? 4. 4. This one, 170. For what? Only central. Phones is doing how much sales totally? 330K. How many regions? 4 regions. When I click on central, 72K. It is only for what? Central. It is only for previously 330K. For how many regions? 4 regions. 72 central. So if you observe, if you select one data point, remaining all other visuals are filtering the data. They are filtering the data because of a inbuilt concept called visual interactions. Power BI have a inbuilt feature called what? Visual interactions. Write that point first. So we are trying to understand the definition of visual interactions. When you select a data point in one visual, when we select a data point in one visual, all other visuals in the report page will filter the data to that data point. When you select a data point in one visual, all other visuals in report page, all other visuals in where? Report page will filter the data to the data point. To that what? Data point. So when I go and click on central, now all the visuals are showing how many regions data? When I click on central, these visuals are showing how many regions data now? Only central. So now my client is telling that in these two card visuals, I need to see central and east data together. What they want to see, how many regions? 2 filters now. Previously, you applied only what? Either central filter or east filter. Now I need to show 2 filters. How to apply 2 filters is, when I go and click on central, it is showing central. When I click on east, central got unselected, east got selected. It is showing how many regions now? 1. How to select 2 values is, your client can select multiple values also by holding the control button. By holding what? You need to tell your client, if you want to apply 2 filters, hold the control button and select this. Now you go and see how many filters are there. Central, east. 2 regions data you are seeing or not? You not only can select 2 values in the same visual, you can select 3, 4 values also. And you can select multiple values in multiple visuals also. Let's say this time my client is telling that they want to see sales for region equal to central, region equal to what? Central, category equal to technology. Category equal to what? How many filters again? 2 filters, but 2 different visuals. What you need to do? First select what? Central, hold the control button, go and select what? Technology. So select what? Technology. How many filters are there now? Region equal to central, category equal to technology. See how filtering is easy in Power BI is just with clicks, guys. When I click on central, I can see central data. My company is selling how many subcategories? Is 17 subcategories. How many subcategories? Now you are seeing sales and profit for what? All 17 subcategories. When I go and click on phones, you are seeing only what? Phones, only one subcategory data. Phones, how much sales is there? How much profit is there for phones? You are able to see. So why generally we will filter the data? So why clients will filter the data? Generally, why clients will filter the data? The most important feature in the report is filtering. Why clients will filter the data? When you create a report, why clients will filter the data? For better understanding purpose. For better understanding purpose. Let's say I want to understand copiers, how much sales we are doing, how much profits. I can just go and click on which one here? Copiers. You can see copiers, how much sales and how much profit. Now I can understand copiers, how much sales amount we received. Out of that, what is the profit amount? So for understanding purpose, filtering is easy in Power BI because of a topic called what? Visual interactions. What visual interactions will do? When you select a data point in what? One visual, all other visuals in the report page will filter the data to that what? Data point. Now, I just given a definition for visual interactions. So that visual interactions, how many types are there? 3 types. In tomorrow's class, we'll discuss about types of interactions. What are the 3 types? Highlight action, filter action, none action. So today I do some work in the visual interactions. Tomorrow I need to come back and I need to start from the same place. So now today we bought some tables to Power Pivot and we created some visuals, right? If I, without saving, if I go and close this, tomorrow I need to start from beginning again. I don't want to start from beginning. Where I stop today, from there I need to start tomorrow. What you can do now? Save. You can save, and I'm saving in where? Desktop. I'll give it as PowerView class 1. What is the report name? PowerView class 1. And I'm saving in where? Desktop. Click on save. When I close this now, no problem. Now I saved it in where? Desktop, PowerView class 1. Tomorrow, when I want to start working from here, come and double click on it. When I double click on it, it will open in where? Power BI Desktop. We can start working it. So tomorrow, first 20 minutes, we'll talk about what? Visual interactions. Then we'll go with the next topic. So there are types of interactions. What are these types of interactions? We'll discuss few points, guys. Anybody have any questions from today's class?